Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Sister Elle here with you in the forests of Florida. So how are you all doing? Good, good, good. So now we are at the time of the full lunar eclipse in Aquarius. That's right, this is where the sun and the moon are in opposition together. So we have the sun in Leo and the moon in Aquarius. And the lunar eclipse will be at 4 degrees of these signs. So what does this mean? If only we knew everything, huh? At this time, I think the sun is shining on our authenticity and our individuality because it's Leo. Leo rules our individuality, our kingly. There can only be one king ruling at a time, and so this is where we do our best with that. However, we have Mars opposing us and also the moon in opposition. So our feelings may be feeling very detached with the moon being in Aquarius. We may be having to look at our feelings and how they are being radiated with this Leo sun and which areas that we need to look in. So I've made a little few notes here to see where everybody is. How's it been? And greetings from the jungle. I'm in the forest land if you would like to have a look around me. And there's a beautiful pond in the background here. Yes, I've been taken out of my comfort zone and into an amazingly beautiful hotspot. So let's see what this lunar eclipse will bring for all of us. So we have many planets in retrograde right now, which means we have to go back and look again at what we've been doing over the past few months, okay? So the retro planets right now, we have Mars in Aquarius. So Aquarius is where this lunar eclipse is happening. So we might kind of feel a bit drained because our energies are literally going backwards when Mars is in Aquarius. So we may be feeling detached and wondering how we can be reattached and still be ourselves. We have Mercury in Leo, so any thoughts that we have will be large and wide. However, with it being in retrograde, then maybe we'll have to keep our large thoughts for a little while and maybe do a bit more detail-orientated work. And we have Venus in Virgo to help us with that. We know that Virgo is the great detailer, looks at through the magnifying glass to see if we've missed anything. And so with that being in Venus, the planet of love, will be that will help us along to put things in order. What else is in retrograde? Saturn in Capricorn. What does Saturn rule? Our structure, the way we think, our body, our physical health. So we may have to go back and look at that again. And we also have Neptune, which is dreams and illusions. That's in retrograde also. And that's retrograde in Pisces. So it's in its home sign, and we'll be looking again at things that we may have been deluded about slightly, and will be coming to the forefront of our illumination during this time with this full moon in Aquarius. We also have Pluto going retrograde. What is Pluto? Pluto is looking at our insides. Pluto is regurgitating. Pluto rules Scorpio. And Scorpio is our depths, the depths of our feelings. And as the moon, it is the moon that we're looking at today, with the moon in Aqua, the full moon in Aqua, we will be digging deep yet again. However, I'm sure once we illuminate and see where our faults lie or feel where we can do things better, then this will aid us on our journey. That's right. So I'd like to talk a little bit of who's in which house. So obviously it's the Aqua full moon. It's really hot in the jungle. I thought it was hot in England, but it's even warmer here in Florida. So we have Aquarius. You're in the first house, which is the house of Aries and the house of drive. So something will be eclipse in this area for you. And also we have Libra in the 5th house, which is Leo's house, and we have Gemini in the 9th house, which is the house of Sagittarius. So you air signs will be in fire houses. What does this mean? It may mean that you'll be getting pumped up by certain actions, fiery. You might have some very fiery exchanges with people, and these exchanges are only coming up so they can be eclipsed out of the picture. Now the fire signs, you'll be in the air houses. The fire Aries, you will be in, let me see where you are. Okay, Leo's in the 7th house, and Aries, you are in the 11th? No, Sagittarius, you're in the 3rd house. Leo, you are in the 7th house. Okay, and Aries, you are in the 11th house, and these are the air houses. So this will be a similar exchange as the fire houses. Something in your mental construction will be changing. So your thought patterns, things that you've been, the way you've been doing things for a long time. Now it's time to think differently. So with the air signs, you'll be acting differently because you're in fire houses and fire acts. And with the fire houses, you'll be thinking differently because you're in the air houses. Then we have Scorpio in the 4th house, so you're in the water house there. And Cancer, you're in the 8th house, another water house. And Pisces, you're in the 12th house. So you water signs will be in your own houses, but in different elements. And so what does this mean for you? Things will be getting eclipsed from your emotional status. For Scorpio, the 4th house, something will be coming to an end, to a fruition in the 4th house. With Cancer, you'll be in the 8th house. Something will be coming to fruition through other people's money or loans that you have. Something will be getting eclipsed out of that. And with Pisces, you're in your own house in the 12th house. So dreams and ambitions, things will be having a bit of a shake-up there, things to look out for. And the earth signs, Taurus, you've got the 10th house. So you have the earth elements, you have the earth houses, should I say, but you'll have a different element. So Taurus, the 10th house is ruled by Capricorn, and that's a cardinal sign, whereas Taurus is a fixed sign or a fixed element. So with the cardinal sign, it's like initiations of things maybe getting eclipsed out. So we can go back and look again, really. This is what the essence is. And Virgo, you will have your own house, the 6th house. So maybe your day-to-day routines will be changing and things will be getting eclipsed out in that way. Capricorn, you're in the 2nd house, which is usually the Taurus house, and things may be getting changed around with your money, your personal values, and your finances. So there you go, peeps. I hope that this full moon in Aqua will be very refreshing, and yes, it might be a little bit distressing because when things get dragged from us or taken out of our grip, it's not the easiest of feelings to contend with. And since it's the moon that we're dealing with, it will be our feelings and our everyday matters. Okay, peeps, well, I hope this helps, and I'll be back soon with a transformational card reading to help us during this tumultuous and changeable time. Thank you for your time. You take care.